from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a... Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's a Florida native from up near Pensacola. It's Michael Carter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
2nd and 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Going for it, it's Carter. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought one. A big...
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Carter. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Carter, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Dolphins at 0-10 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run with Gibson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Dolphins nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Michael Carter with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Murray going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The football, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play call better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after.
They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Murray off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Murray now to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Gibson again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to at least get one score back. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Allen off the play fake, rolling to his right. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Allen's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Murray. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Murray on the move to his left. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Murray's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Murray now on first down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's Murray. This is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! Adam Thielen. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give up the middle to Carter. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the turnover, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll find Jones again, complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Carter. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Michael Carter punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get... Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles